Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're talking about a righteous comic book collector that I think absolutely hates me. It didn't take long, guys. I've been gone for a little bit and sure enough, we've already got somebody completely triggered. Now, this comment that I'm about to show you guys, this is nowhere near the worst comment I've ever gotten on the channel. But the way it was written, with the passion and the fire and the vitriol that it was written. And this guy took some time with this. It was different. Like a comment where it's just, something mean against me or my bald head or something, it's like, okay, that's one thing. But this was different. This comment is from one of our friends called Lettuce Comics. And Lettuce Comics, if you've never heard of him, was supposed to be one of the hosts of the Comic Book Community Awards. And I made a video recently kind of coming in defense of Brian, and he took offense to that video. So before I read this comment, I'm going to show you just here a little clip of our friend Lettuce Comics, and then we can dive right into this comment.
Hey everybody, my name's Hagen, and welcome back to Lettuce Comics. I want to talk to you guys today about the concept of house fire books. Now, when I say house fire books, what exactly do I mean? What books of mine are in my collection that are irreplaceable? Now, irreplaceable could be a number of things. It could be the monetary value, how expensive a comic book was to get.
All right, so that was our friend Lettuce Comics. So let's dive into this comment here and break this down. He said, "Funny how the most ignorant people are always the loudest, huh?" Wild way to start a comment there. "Brian approached Nate and myself to host the show. We talked about it together for a long time. It took us days to make a decision as we weighed the pros and the cons. We even asked for the committee that runs the awards to vote on who they wanted to host to prevent bias as much as we possibly could. There was never, ever an intention to steal the show from Brian. Eric ended up taking my place, and I know he feels the same way. It is amazing to me that you, who are without integrity, would question theirs." Let's talk about this part here for just a second. When I made that video and I said what I said, my intention was to talk about the sticker people that stole the show from him, meaning that they strong-armed him, they guilted him, they shamed him into thinking that he should not be the one to host the show, or he should have the show on another channel. They pressured him. They made him feel guilt and shame. Okay? That is what I said. Those people did that. All right? As far as you stealing the show, I don't know. I don't know what your intentions were. I would hope that they were good when you came in and did this. Probably were. But to question my integrity, let's continue to read on here and see what he means by that. "I can't speak to the offensiveness of the joke that Brian made. But what I can say is that you, me, and Brian do not belong to the group of people that get to decide whether or not that crosses the line. You have absolutely zero right to make that determination when a person tells you that you've hurt them, and you don't get to decide that you didn't." Wow. I'm going to share a clip here with our friend Kamala Harris, and then get back to this.
What can be unburdened by what has been? What can be unburdened by what has been? What can be unburdened by what has been? What can be unburdened by what has been?
So our friend Lettuce Comics here, first off, you have no idea what group I belong to, and just as I have no idea what group you belong to. And if the individual that you're talking about and that you seem to be defending, I would be very careful with what allegiances you align with when defending this person. Because the person that you are talking about has been one of the nastiest, vilest people in this comic book community. They have doxed my children and my workplace. Okay? This was a Taco Bell joke. Okay? Let's just take a step back. Take a deep breath back here, Lettuce Comics, and get off your horse. You're a bit of a white knight, I would say. This is something that really, really got to me in this comment, because this type of grandstanding, this type of posturing, this is the exact definition of virtue signaling. This is an individual who thinks they are righteous. Lettuce Comics thinks he is a good person. Maybe he is. But I know one thing. This is not a good thing, what you're doing. What I'm doing here on this video, I don't know if it's truly good either. I've been wrestling with morality issues for a while now. I've been wrestling with what's good and evil for a while. But I know that there is an actual good. There's an actual goodness that exists. And there is a real evil. And this type of thinking, I truly think is evil. Let's continue on here. Some of those acolytes of Lunch Money Comics are fans of yours, and I cannot even hope to understand why. I'm sure off camera you're a decent person. You probably pay your taxes, and you might even put your grocery cart away after you're done shopping. Man, this guy's condescending. Holy crap. But on camera, you're a bully. You're not the complex, subversive, humorous guy that you seem to think you are. You lack either the creativity or the work ethic to make something for yourself, so you rely on tearing down other people to raise yourself up. You exploit the worst tendencies of humanity for your own gain. You seem to think that some people just don't get your sense of humor. We absolutely do. It's just that being a complete isn't very funny. So let's talk about this here. First off, I want to show another clip from Lettuce Comics, and let's determine, what his level of comedy is.
A tag video. And since he's Australian, I wanted to make this a little bit more watchable for him. So, here we go. Do you get the joke? I'm upside down now. He's Australian. You see, it's funny because... Why do I have a didgeridoo? I didgeridoo not know. Hey everybody, my name's Hagen, and welcome back to Lettuce Comics.
Okay, so that was the level of comedy and creativity that you would come to expect from Lettuce Comics. According to the comic book community, in the awards that you hosted or didn't host, I'm the most comedic comic book content creator in the community as of 2024. Do I think I deserve that award? I don't know. Do I think I'm hilarious? No. Do I think I have a pretty decent sense of humor? Yeah. I think I can laugh at myself. I can laugh at other people. I can laugh at ridiculous things. That's how I get through my life and get through this world. Can you do the same thing? I don't think so based on this comment. I think you are triggered. I think you are bothered by the fact that I brought some truth to you. I think you are bothered by the fact that I made that video and I stood up for somebody who no one stood up for. He had nobody in his corner when he was going through all this self-righteous bull crap about groups that you have no right to talk about. Lettuce Comics, dude. Get off your self-righteous high horse, bro. You are not this benevolent good force that you think you are. And to talk about somebody tearing somebody down, when you sent this comment, how did you think it was going to make me feel? You can have no idea how this comment made me feel. I think by this video here, you got a pretty good understanding that this kind of bothered me. It hurt my feelings. My feelings have been hurt, Lettuce Comics. So how does that make you feel that you've done this to somebody? Does this make you feel good? Does it make you feel like you've done the right thing? Because to tear somebody down, to hurt somebody's feelings, to make somebody feel uncomfortable, is that your intention? Let's finish up his comment here. I know by that commenting here, I'm just feeding the algorithm, which is exactly what you want. I guess we will both have to find a way to sleep at night. I reached out to him and I said, would absolutely love to have a conversation with you. He says, can't, I'm busy that day. So that also lets me know who he is, where he doesn't give me an opportunity to talk or explain myself. So I'm having to make this video now. This was a different one. Like these comments that I've gotten before from like faceless, nameless avatars with like a comment, profile picture, like with like the letter R, that's something. That's one thing. But to get a comment like that from somebody who has a channel is different. To know that somebody out there who's like a real person really, really hates you is a wild feeling. Like, I've really been wrestling with, how I need to handle things like forgiveness. Like I have a problem with that. I can't do it alone. Like to forgive your enemies, because this is an enemy. I mean, this is a true enemy. To think that this person out there hates me. He is my enemy. I don't know if he wishes me pain and suffering and ill will and death and destruction. I would hope not. I certainly don't wish that for him. I just want to make it clear to him that these words don't make you righteous, Lettuce Comics. These words only show that what your character is. And if you're trying to make a statement of goodness and benevolence and love and forgiveness and compassion and understanding, that is not that. What that is trying to hurt people that hurt people. And you think that I was trying to hurt someone. You don't know my intentions. You truly don't. And let this kind of be a lesson to you, Hagen. I know you're an educator. I have a lot of respect for educators that get in the classrooms and work with these kids every day. I don't know what level of educator you are. You kind of got middle school educator vibes to me, but that's just an assumption. But this little excerpt from your soul, because that was from your soul, Hagen, where you wrote that, kind of gives me an idea of who you are. And to be honest with you, I don't particularly want people like that in my life. I think those type of people are poison. They're cancerous. They bring you down with their self-righteousness. They can't really justify their actions. They don't help you in your life. And if you found a clique and a group of the acolytes that you feel comfortable with and you feel like you've established some connection, good for you. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If at any point in time you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you like this video, subscribe for more. Take care.